Hello and welcome to my review of the Space Marine Captain in Terminator Armour. Now I'm reviewing this model because a long-term member of the channel has asked me to review all of the units in this set, but you can buy the Captain in Terminator Armour separately if you wish. Instead of spending £155 on this box set, you can buy him for £29. He was released separately last year, at the start of the year in March, for £26. So he has gone up by £3 in over a year and a half of his release. Hasn't changed at all since that release. Still exactly the same Captain in Terminator Armour. He consists of 25 plastic components, which I think is the same as the Chaplain in Terminator Armour. The format of this review is as normal. I'll have a look at the Captain up close. I'll go through any issues I had, how easy it was to build. We'll look at the spare parts, of which you do get a fair few spare parts and a few options. Not as many as I would like. We'll have a look at those. Then I'll go through some size comparisons with other Terminators found in this set. And at the end, I'll go through all of his rules found in the 10th edition Codex, which did come out 2.5 years ago. So first things first, let's have a look at the Captain. Now, in my previous videos, I had him equipped with a combi melter, and I thought that that angle for that weapon just looked a bit odd. I still think this on retrospect looks a bit odd as well, with the storm bolter just out there. But this is the only right arm that you get with him. But yeah, he went together more awkwardly than the Chaplain, I have to say. He's a bit more of a... There's a few more steps and more mould lines and things to go through. With him, it'll take you a bit longer to put together, even though it's the same number of parts. He only comes with 2 helmetless options, which is pretty bad. You know, they should have... He's a captain. You know, captain of a company like Titus, really. He should have a bespoke special helmeted head, and I think I probably said that in my previous review last year of the Captain. Instead you get 2 helmetless heads, which just, yeah, they don't cut it, but there we go. The Stormbolter, again, nothing really special about that. He's got the Crux Terminates, which is a fancier one, and he's got these elbow armor plates, which is quite cool. These joint protectors, they're bespoke to him. He's got this icon on the top. You only get 1 icon, so yeah, it would have been nice to have 2. You get a load of purity seals and these filigrees. You've got the double, you know, you've got a double-headed eagle there, and you've got like a Crux Terminates kind of symbol there. The tassets are nothing special either. He's just a bit meh. Like, you know, for a captain, he should have like a furled cloak and all those kind of things. I mean, the paint job that they've done, if you can see that over there, you know, makes him stand out. But in reality, he's just, you know, barely a Terminator in terms of looks. Like, there's nothing that special about him. There's more uniqueness about the Chaplain and even the Ancient compared to this Captain. He does have these extra shoulder pauldron, I don't know, weights. These kind of gold rimmed pauldron ornaments. I don't know what you call them. These extra plates on the top. The Captain in the Leviathan set it just looks way better, I think, and has those. There's more bespoke things happening with that Captain. That's what I've equipped him with the Power Fist and the Stormbolter, so I could, you know, quite easily pop him in a normal Terminator unit. Maybe I should have put him on a 40mm base instead of this 50mm base, you know, because he does stand out a little bit. It's almost like, well, why have you put your Terminator on a 50mm base at this point? But the sword is better. You know, there's more detail and it carries more gravitas, I think, than just the Power Fist and the Stormbolter. He just looks like a normal Terminator, especially with that normal head as well. But yeah, there he is. He's very meh. He's like the meh mini of this set compared to the rest. Spare parts then, as I say, you don't get that head. I had to steal that head from another kit. These are your head options that you do get. So you get this kind of angry face, which is a bit more, you know, Captain looking. He's got like an adamantium skull. I think half of it is metal there, and that's reflected in his paint scheme on the box. Then you also get this one with hair, but he's got one of those mask things on, or you know, half the helmet. So yeah, unfortunately it's either half head with the metal or with a mask. There's no like just standard captain face or head, unfortunately, in the box. Then weapon options, you only get the power sword. Luckily though, it is a very decent power sword. I don't think it's as good as the one in the Leviathan set. I'll just quickly give you a comparison of that one actually while I'm talking about it. For one, it is shorter, and two, I prefer like the wings on the Leviathan set. They are similar, but I think the Leviathan set just wins out. It's definitely better looking than the Power Fist, which just has those skulls. I mean, we've had the skulls on Power Fist since, you know, the 90s. He gets this different kind of loin robe thing, which has this belt and this little box. Nothing to write home about. It does set him apart though, much more than just the standard you know, cloak area, armor area. Instead, you can probably see it's just a standard you know, Terminator groin armor. And then weaponry, of course, you've got the Stormbolter, but you can opt to, like I did originally, to have the combi melter. Yeah, nothing to write home about. The combi plasma, oh sorry, the combi flamer, again pretty standard. And then the combi plasma, which I think is what I used in my my other captain that I made. And I definitely have one, I just can't find him. I don't know why he's missing. I've got loads of Terminators on my desk, but I just can't find him. He must be in a separate box somewhere, squirreled away. But yeah, they're all your spare parts. So size comparisons then. So we've got the captain, comparing him to the captain from the Leviathan set straight away. Captain from the Leviathan set is on this big tactical plateau, you know, with his foot on a Tyranid, maybe a Screamer killer, Carnifex, something. His pose is better. He's got his sword, he's got a cape. This top Iron Halo thing is better. He's double breasted with the armor plates. Even his like belt armor and his chest piece is better. He's still got the kind of elbow armor pieces. He just looks better and is just a way better model, better captain. And I'd rather, you know, I'd be happy just put him in a normal Terminator squad. I might actually take him off that base and find a 40mm base to put him on. I'm pretty sure he'll fit even with that tactical rock, and then have him as a captain. But then that begs the question, I'm going to have a Terminator squad somewhere that has one extra one, and that would drive me bonkers. But I've got a lot of captains for this chapter. Maybe I should start some more chapters. But anyway, that's comparison with him compared to a standard captain. So this is just a Primaris captain that came out not that long ago. That's where he measures up with him. So similar sort of height. Compared to the models in the box set though, we might as well. So here's the Ancient, and he's going to be similar height actually. There's not much in it at all. The Ancient kind of seems a bit taller, but they both have this tactical rock that they're standing on, which increases their height somewhat. They're definitely both taller than the Chaplain in Terminator Armour. You know, you can see he's taller. The Chaplain is hunched over a little bit more, but yeah, that's where he measures up next to those. And compared to the standard assault Terminators, he's going to be taller, and obviously he's on that base, so he does stand out a bit more. You know, in a group of Terminators, especially as he's got that fancy icon on the top. But yeah, I mean, he kind of works, I suppose. He'd work better with a standard like Terminator squad, I think, rather than the assault ones, because they've got power fists, I'd say. And then compared to Lysander, Lysander is yeah, still a fair bit bigger because he's on that tactical plateau. So yeah, the mini of the set, I would say probably the worst mini, and he shouldn't be because he's a captain. He should be like the best mini in the whole set. Unfortunately not. I don't know why, because like the Terminators are 2.5 years old now, and he is 1.5 years old. I think the Chaplain's 1.5 years as well, something like that. And then the final comparison is just with some standard 40k minis. So we have Space Marine, which is there, so a fair bit smaller. Primaris, which is actually, yeah, a good chunk smaller. And then Slime Marbo, which is again up to chest plate height. So yeah, that's where he stands. He's just very meh, very mid mini in the set. But onto his rules. So you'll find his rules in the 10th edition Space Marines Codex. He will cost you 95 points, which means he's the same points cost as a captain with Jump Pack, more points cost than Captain Sicarius, more than a captain in Phobos armor, more than a captain, and more than a captain in Gravis armor. So he is the joint most expensive captain in the army. What do you get for these 95 points then? Well, you get a movement speed of 5 inches, a toughness of 5, a save of 2+, with an invulnerable of 4+, 6 wounds, leadership 6+, and objective control 1. How does he compare to a normal captain? Well, he's a little bit slower, but he does have a better toughness, and he's got that better save at 2+ because of the Terminator Armour, and he does have 1 extra wound. So overall, he's you know, better and got better stats. He's equipped with a Storm Bolter and a relic weapon. Now, although he's equipped with a fist, or I've equipped him with a fist, there's nothing really for me not to say that that's not a kind of relic weapon. So I could technically say, oh, it's a relic weapon and not a relic fist, even though it is a fist. It's just, it could be like a variant of a fist that I've called a weapon. But either way, Storm Bolter can be replaced with a combi weapon, and a relic weapon can be replaced with 1 relic fist. So ranged weapons then. First of all, the Storm Bolter is rapid fire 2, range of 24 inches, 2 shots, ballistic skill 2+, strength 4, AP 0, damage 1. The combi weapon is anti-infantry 4+, devastating wounds and rapid fire 1. It's a range of 24 inches, 1 attack, ballistic skill 3+, strength 4, AP 0, damage 1. And then the melee weapons, we'll talk about the relic weapon first, which is 6 attacks, weapon skill 2+, strength 5, AP -2, damage 2. But then the relic fist is 5 attacks, weapon skill 2+, strength 8, AP -2, damage 2. Now that is pretty decent, and that's one of the reasons why you would be picking him up, is because of the 2+ on a power fist. Your normal Terminators get 3 attacks each, but they're hitting on 3+, whereas this captain is hitting on a 2+ with his 5 attacks. You know, whether you pick the fist or the relic weapon is really up to you, but it's the only benefit you're going to get with the sword, or the relic weapon I say, is that 1 extra attack, but you lose so much more because you go from strength 8 all the way down to 5 for like no benefit in points or anything like that. So you might as well just forgo that extra attack and go for the strength 8. You know, there's no differences in armor penetration or damage. It's just solely that you're taking a hit on the strength for that 1 extra attack, and I don't think it's worth it. I'd pick the fist any day. His abilities, he's got Deep Strike and Leader and Oath of Moment. He's also got Rites of Battle. Once per battle round, 1 unit from your army with this ability can be targeted with a stratagem for 0 command points, even if another unit from your army has already been targeted with that stratagem this phase. And then he's got a specific ability for him called Unstoppable Valor. You can reroll charge rolls made for this model's unit. If you really want to get into close combat range, you should be able to, because you can reroll those charge rolls. His keywords: Infantry, Character, Imperium, Terminator, Captain, Adeptus Astartes. So there you go. He's pretty good rules-wise. He's just a bit meh in model-wise. That's the way I see it. Might be worth picking the combi weapon like I did with the other one. And yeah, definitely fist all day. His rules are all right with the stratagem and then the Unstoppable Valor. He's just a bit of a tank. You know, he's got his 6 wounds straight up. He's got his 2+ and a 4+. He's got his toughness 5. He's going to be quite hard to put down with that stat line. And as he should be, he's a captain. Unless he wants to save a hive world from a gene stealer outbreak, he's probably going to survive. And on that bombshell, what do you guys think of the captain in Terminator Armour? Please do put your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. Are there too many captains? I don't think there's enough, personally. I think there are too many lieutenants, but not enough captains. Unfortunately, we've lost one recently. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.